Hello, my name is Felicia and I want to talk to you today about something I believe will not only benefit you, but will benefit your family and friends as well. Today, I want to talk to you about how to stay young the first 100 years. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, do I really need to know how to stay young 100 years? I mean, that sounds pretty far-fetched, but it's actually not. You need to start thinking about what it means to live a long time. So let's take a look at some facts. The average lifespan in 1900 was 49 years old. Now, there's no doubt that that's because we didn't provide the kind of health care we have today, so a lot of people died when they were really young. Today, the average lifespan is 77 years and growing. Scientists from the University of Texas predicted that by the year 2050, over 800,000 Americans will be living to 100, and many will be living to 150. So what does that mean? That means this is a topic you and your family need to know about. If we're going to live here a long time, we want that to be a quality long life. We don't merely want to just exist on this planet. We want to be able to live, work, and play on this planet. Now, we have a whole group of baby boomers that are moving into the over 50 phase of life. Long life reveals major areas of health concerns past the age of 50 if we don't do something beforehand to prevent these problems. For example, we are continually being confronted with the devastation of mental diseases such as Alzheimer's. Now, this disease didn't just start. We just see it a lot more because dementia doesn't usually affect a person until they are at least 70 years or older. We also see more of the importance in taking care of our skin. Old age has brought about a huge growth in the cosmetic industry. But the biggest problem we've seen come about with longer life is our ability to move around the way we used to. We've increased our odds of living past 80, and we've increased our life's activities, but we haven't really changed the way we take care of our spine. Now, the stats show the most common cause of functional disability in a person past the age of 50 is spinal disorders. Now, say I came to you and I told you that this man's name is Steve, and he's going to come to your house tomorrow at 7 o'clock and rob you of your possessions. Would you do something about it, or would you just let it happen? We do something about it. Well, now I'm able to tell you what is going to rob you of your functional capabilities and when it's going to happen. Are you going to do something about that? Well, just like we prevent someone from breaking into our home if we could, we should want to protect our health and our ability to function. Think about this. If we lose our mobility at 65 and live to 105, that's 40 years of immobility and pain. Now let's take a look at some areas where we have already made some improvements for our health. We take so much better care of our teeth now with preventative care that they last longer, they're whiter, and they cause us less pain. We also see more and more people living with less wrinkles. There's been a 465% increase in the total number of cosmetic procedures just since 1997. That's 12 million cosmetic procedures per year just to get rid of another ramification of getting older. Now, I'm all for us having perfect teeth and less wrinkles, but I think we can both agree that if you can't move, a lack of mobility is going to make you look a heck of a lot older than crow's feet. But why do we take care of our teeth and our wrinkles before we take care of our spine? For the simple fact that if our spine were on our face, we'd probably take better care of it. We don't wait until our teeth fall out before we take care of them, so we really shouldn't wait until our back goes out before we take care of it either. Chances are huge that we're going to live past 50, so why is it so important to take care of our spine? Well, because there's no such thing as a spinal transplant. You can get a new set of teeth and most of your organs can be replaced, but you only get one spine. And if you don't take care of it, you just have to live with the pain. And let's not forget, you can't get a new neck either. 1 in every 3 adults suffers with neck pain past the age of 50. Now, I don't know about you, but I definitely want to be able to use my neck past the age of 50 without experiencing pain. So let's take a look at what would happen if we didn't do anything preventative about this, if we simply let nature take its course. This is a mobility scale. The numbers on the bottom represent your age, and the numbers on the side represent your maximum mobility. You see, we reach maximum mobility at about the age of 23, and then that line just starts to drop. By the time we're 50, we're at 50% mobility. And by the time we're 60, we're down to 25% of the mobility that we had at the age of 23. So the question is, can this scale be changed? Do we have to let nature take its course, or can we alter these results? The good news is, with preventative care, we can greatly improve the lines on this scale. This black line shows what happens when we do nothing. This gray line shows the changes that can be made with chiropractic care. You see, we can actually hold your mobility at about 75% all the way through the age of 80 years old. Now that's definitely what you want and need. If we're going to live here a long time, we might as well be able to move and function. So why not take the necessary steps to make sure that happens? Well, a lot of times I get, it's better to start when you're young, but what about those of us who are already past the age of 50, who are already experiencing pain? Is it too late for us? Absolutely not. In fact, I want to congratulate you guys on getting here and getting your health taken care of. We definitely want you on track for a healthy life, but there are a few things we must do in order to ensure that. The first thing is you must follow through with your entire recommendation of care. It's going to be easy to think that once you're out of pain, you don't need treatment anymore, but if you drop out after pain relief, you'll never be able to change the lines on this scale. Pain is always the last to show and the first to go. You have to continue through all three phases of care. So let's take a look at what they are. Phase 1 is pain relief. Most people have what is called a subluxation or a pinching of the nerve, and this can impact many areas and organs of the body, causing discomfort in ways you wouldn't even relate to a back problem. Think of it like this. A water hose works perfectly unless there's a twist or a kink in it, and when this happens, it stops the flow of water from running through the hose. Well, in the same way, the misalignment of your spine is causing nerve interference, and this stops the flow of messages running from the nerves to the rest of your body. You remove that nerve interference, the flow is restored, and so is your health. So how do we get rid of that nerve interference? Well, we get rid of it through a series of adjustments. The adjustments gradually move your spine away from the nerves, allowing your body to heal itself. So you see, great, I get a few adjustments, I get out of pain. Why can't I just stop treatment after that? Well, like I said before, this is just your first phase of care, and this alone will never solve your problem or change that mobility scale. You have to continue to phase 2, stabilization. Now, there is a reason we don't want you to stop after pain relief. You've actually been in pain for such a long time, and your spine has been misaligned, that your body now thinks that this is correct. Your body, muscles, and spine must be retrained and kept in proper position for an extended period of time, or your body's going to pull your spine right back out of place. But why does this take work and time? Well, for example, can you go to the gym one time and come out in shape? I don't think so. You have to work really hard, and if you stop going, your muscles go right back to the way they were. Well, have you ever had braces? Can you wear your braces one time and have perfect teeth? Nope, I don't think so. You have to wear your braces for a very long time, and then you probably had a retainer even longer after that. Well, in the same way, our doctors will give you a recommendation of care that's not only going to get you out of pain, but will help your body to accept that proper alignment as the norm. The final phase is maintenance. This is perhaps the most important phase because this is where we're able to change that mobility scale for your life. The good news is, it's not going to take a lot of time or money. It'll be simple and affordable, but it is essential to changing that scale. Now, have you ever heard someone say, once you see a chiropractor, you have to go back for the rest of your life? Well, they're absolutely right. But then again, what doctor doesn't want you to maintain? I don't think there's a doctor out there that would recommend that you ignore your health when there's a problem. You don't go to an eye doctor and they say, okay, you've got 20/20 vision, so we don't need to see you back until you can't see your hand in front of your face. I don't think so. Well, don't worry. We don't want you to come in any more times than you have to. The purpose of our recommendations is just to change that mobility scale for your life. We may not be able to give you perfect teeth or less wrinkles, but we can enable you to move so that you can work, play, and stay young for the first 100 years. Now, a few more things before we go. I've been working for Dr. Cannon for about 1.5 years now, and I can honestly say that when I started, I didn't know anything about chiropractic care. But now, my entire family gets adjustments. My parents, my sister, my husband, my kids, we all get adjustments, and we've all seen results anywhere from pain relief to ADHD management. Our results have been amazing, and I can't wait to see and hear what chiropractic care can do for you. But you say, wait, I do care about my health and my future, but what about my friends and family? What about their mobility scales? Is there anything we can do for that? Of course. In fact, it's never too soon to start. Even an infant has suffered trauma to the spine during childbirth, so it's easy to see how we can actually start our lives with untreated problems. But you were smart. You're getting your health taken care of, so now we need to get your family and friends in here. The good news is, we can go ahead and schedule them tonight. For any date and time, they can always change that if they need to, but doing so guarantees participation in this amazing deal I'm about to tell you about. Now, usually when a new patient comes in, they get scans, x-rays, therapy, a consultation, and a first adjustment. That's spread out between 2 visits, and it can actually total to about $250. But just for tonight, for attending this class, anybody that you book with us, those 2 visits will only be $20. And what we'll do is we'll call them up and we'll say, hey, so-and-so left you a gift of health up here. They said that we need to put your health above everything else you've got going on. So you need to come in and check us out and see if chiropractic care is something that'll work for you. So I know you've probably been sitting there thinking about someone, so do not leave without booking an appointment for them tonight. That way we can get them in on this amazing deal and get them started with their healthy life. Now, any questions before we go?